Welcome back, guys. So I'm actually currently in a four days into a subathon. The guys over on Twitch, I stream over on Scottejaye87 on twitch.tv, by the way. Come give me a follow. If you're watching this, odds are I'm probably still live, so you might be able to come and catch me and probably keep me here for a good few more days, because that's all they're trying to do. They're trying to punish me. But one of these guys, OCX, we call him OCX. It's like Mr. OCX, but you know, we don't use titles. It's not that sort of stream. Has made a YouTube video which is absolutely mind-blowing, and I thought it would be a massive injustice if I didn't plug him in this video. So I'm going to put his description, a link to his video in the description. I said I was going to do this in one take. I'll leave that in. I'll put a link to his video in the description. So go and check it out. Give him some love. Make sure you give him a sub. You know, he's going to be doing loads of TBC content, but I've never heard of this before. What I'm going to do first is just show you exactly what I'm talking about. So we're talking about this vendor. So at the moment on the beta, we've got the Dark Moon Fair vendors, obviously outside in Mulgore, so for the Horde, outside Thunderbluff. Now, these two vendors stock some really, really, really insane items. Now, I've not been camping it, so, you know, I've not seen like the blue gem spawn, but you get blue, raw, uncut gems. You get super mana potions, super healing potions. The best thing when you see these scrolls is actually rank 5 scrolls as well, agility and strength, which you can see some of these are the things that I've bought from the vendor already. So strength 5, intellect 5, we've had black lotuses, we've had motes of fire, water, shadow, we've had Fell Lotus, which is for the flask in TBC. So there's lots of things, and they're all really cheap. Now, in his video, he's actually made an add-on himself, which you can put on in-game, and then all you have to do is click on the vendor, you list out exactly what you want it to buy, so you can just sit there spam clicking while you're watching Netflix, and it will automatically buy the things that you set in this add-on he's done. It takes a little bit of fiddling around, but it's fairly straightforward. So what I want to do really quickly is just show you just a little bit of his video, and we'll skip through it, but definitely go and check out the full version so you can obviously see exactly how this works.
And it lasts for 7 days. I vaguely remember that camping these NPCs for a week, it was enough to buy the epic fly, but with today's WoW economy, the amount of gold you can make, especially early on, will be insane. So right now I'm at the Dark Moon Fair from the Classic WoW, and it doesn't sell the items that you'll be buying in the TBC, but luckily we can go back in time and I will show you what are those items. So we are now back in time and I'm a level 70 at the Burning Crusade, and these are the two NPCs you should be focusing on. In my opinion, the Professor offers the best value items you can buy. For example, you can buy scrolls for the raiders, because I think this stack with the raid buffs as well, and also the healing and mana potions. But the best items for sure aren't these, and if you look at the NPC, you know that buying modes is going to be very profitable, but the cream of the crop will be the raw gems. Especially early on, these gems will be worth a lot of money because they are very difficult to find. You can either find them by mining or find them by prospecting ores. But everyone is going to be using them, and the demand is going to be super high because the number of sockets in the TBC here is insane.
I don't want to just sit and play his whole video. You're going to have to go and check it out, and then you'll see there the add-on that he's made and all of that, you know, so you can get this stuff. Now, I appreciate the comments are going to say, well, now everyone knows everyone's going to be doing it. Yeah, potentially. But what you've got to remember is it's going to be classic TBC. There's going to be lots of layers. I don't want to say hundreds. I don't know how many there's going to be. But put it this way, on the beta, there's already loads of layers. I appreciate they might just be testing layers, but, you know, with such a small amount of people, there already is layering. So I would say when it goes live, some of these bigger servers are going to have a lot of layers. Are you going to see people layer hopping just to use these vendors? Are you going to see people with multiple accounts logged in on different layers? More than likely. But like I always do, I just like to spread the word. When someone does a really good piece of work, doesn't matter whether it's a website, an add-on, you know, another video, and they've gave me permission to sort of plug it and get it out to the wider community, then obviously that's what I do. But this is a gold mine. Do you know what I mean? Some of these things that are quite difficult to get, and I don't want to just repeat everything he said, but those uncut gems is a big one, you know, especially early on. So for that first Dark Moon Fair, when, you know, everyone's hoarding their own gems or their own ore, or they're trying to sell it for ridiculously expensive amounts of gold, you could probably pick a couple of gems up here in, even if you sat here for a couple of hours. Like I say, for me personally, I'll be using OCX's add-on, and I'll be sat watching Netflix, just spam clicking on the mob while I'm watching Netflix, you know, just in downtime. Or I'll use my 8-year-old son or 4-year-old daughter to do it for me, which is even better because then I can be doing something useful. But there's lots of, you know, there's loads of ways to make gold in TBC, and I've spoke about a lot of them on the channel, from stealth farming dungeons, farming cloth, you know, Aldor scryers, sort of reputation items to switch from one to the other. But this one, it's fairly genius because it's quite literally just gold. You're just going to buy things from a vendor. You're then going to go and put it on the auction house and make maybe 10 times the amount of gold that you bought it for. I appreciate some of them items, not quite 10 times, you know, bit of an exaggeration, but still going to be really good. But the rank 5 scrolls, there's not that many places they come from, and you are going to be required to have them if you're in one of these min-max sweaty hardcore guilds, you know, and let's say you're a feral druid, you can use rank 5 strength and rank 5 agility. Now that's quite a lot of attack power, you know, just from 2 consumables that you can actually just sit outside a vendor and buy. Now if we just quickly switch back into game, I'll show you, you know, in the time I've been recording this, which has only been about 6.5 minutes, the vendor could have changed already. So if we just quickly switch back in and have a look, it might not have, but I'll show you how quick these things turn around. So before there was no rank 5 scrolls, this is going to be really annoying if nothing's changed. But we had the super mana potions have now gone, but in that time we've now got moats. So, you know, you've got moats of air, moats of earth, moat of fire. Someone's probably typing in Twitch chat at the moment saying they was already there. I don't know because I can't see the chat, but I don't remember them being there. But in that time, we've already had the mana potions go. So this is what's quite strange about these vendors, is we did look at them for a little while to confirm that you can get these good things, like even like enchanted leather, heavy leather, medium leather. These are all cheap and all things that you'll literally just be able to buy and sell, you know, for a good profit, especially things like mountain silver surge, ancient, I'm going to say lichen because I say lichen, but people say lichen. Now this is what you're going to be farming, you know, stealth running through mana tombs, for example, as a rogue. But the fact that you can buy one for 30 silver, honestly, you'll probably sell that for 1 gold 50, something like that, on a, you know, a server with a decent economy. So I think you can see straight away that these two vendors are not only going to be camped, but it's just a great way to make gold, and a great way if you want to get raid consumables, or you're an alchemist yourself and you want to buy these things to use. Why not? You know, so as I say, big shout out to OCX for letting me do this, and I know he's watching live at the moment while I'm doing this video, so I hope I've done you justice, mate. I hope everybody who watches this comes over and subs to you, because I know you've got a lot of good content in the pipeline. And if you're not part of this subathon and you're not watching, then as soon as you see this video, get over to twitch.tv Scottejaye87. Until the next one, peace out.